The debate will be raging.
Yeah.
All right, and we are going live. Good morning and welcome to 1 Million Cups. We are thrilled to have you join us today. It is a happy Wednesday as we wrap up the month of June. If you are new to 1 Million Cups, or even if it's been a hot minute, just a quick reminder, 1 Million Cups is part of the Kauffman Foundation, a national organization that's focused on helping entrepreneurs succeed. There are over 120 chapters across the United States. They're broken out into 3 different regions. We have the East Coast region, the Midwest, and West Coast. So if you're thinking of expanding your business, you can also present at other 1 Million Cups chapters. Just something to know. As I said, it is a national focus. However, we all are aligned at our local chapters around these 4 pillars. Presentations, not pitches. I mean, obviously, if we had lots of money, we'd love to give out money. But this is really about telling your story, building authentic connections. It's run by the community for the community. So we do not get paid as organizers. We are volunteers. This is all volunteer led and run. And our goal is to be radically and intentionally inclusive. I would love to welcome any visitors if we have some new folks. I see some familiar faces we haven't seen in a bit. I'm going to ask Reggie, why don't you just say hey to the group? It's been a hot minute. I'd love to make sure people know who you are. And then if there are new people, you can raise your hand as well, and we will make sure you get a chance to introduce yourself.
Good morning, everybody. Reggie Holmes, Enthused Creative, and I'm here to support my friend and colleague, Troy.
Fantastic. Good job, Troy, bringing your fan base with you. We appreciate it. Anybody else new want to raise their hand? I think we have a lot of familiar faces, which I am thrilled about. All right, we're going to keep moving. Just a quick reminder for folks on the call, you can drop your information in chat. Name, phone number, email, how we can help. We would love to make sure our group has access to connect with folks in the room. One of the things we do, as I mentioned, as part of our national organization, they ask us to track how many people attend. They want to make sure we're working hard, successful, engaging, and all that fun stuff. So if you don't mind scanning the QR code and just checking in, that would be great. For folks who are newer, if you check in and attend 3 times, you do qualify for swag. So please make sure you check in. You too could get some 1 Million Cups amazing material, especially if you come to our in-person meeting next week. You'll see this black and white QR code a few other times on upcoming slides. So if you didn't get a chance to scan it, no worries. You can also go to 1millioncups.com/Fairfax, and you can check in through the website. As I said, this is run by the community. If our organizers can sort of wave their hands, you can see us around the room. It does take a village, but many hands make light work. So thank you to our organizers for all that you do. We appreciate you. The Central Fairfax Chamber of Commerce has also been a great partner of ours, sending people our way as presenters. So go check out their website. We'll share more of that later. But thanks to the Central Fairfax Chamber for supporting us. We also have a location sponsor and a coffee sponsor. I'm going to tee up our location sponsor, Mason Enterprise Center. This is where we meet in person the first Wednesday of each month. Mason Enterprise Center is an incubator. Although they welcome all businesses, they have a fantastic focus on the technology and GovCon side. They have over 100 businesses that are part of Mason Enterprise Center. You can be a virtual member all the way up to a member with multiple offices. They are over 90% capacity. So if you're interested in having office space, you may have to sumo wrestle someone for it. Virtual membership, not a problem. They have great programming as well. So do check out Mason Enterprise Center. You can always drop in and get a tour from Eddie Hill, who is the director. With that, I'm going to hand it over to Amy Hughes to talk about our coffee sponsor.
Our coffee sponsor this month is Maria Gatian, who is unavailable today,
but Maria is a certified interior designer and interior architect who approaches design differently than most. She focuses on the neuroaesthetics, the science of how your brain responds to environment. Instead of just making spaces look beautiful, she creates environments that actively support your nervous system, which I think we could all use, reduce stress, and improve focus. She uses science-backed principles like biophilic design and circadian lighting, not because they're trendy, but because research shows they work with your biology. You get a design that's both beautiful and optimized for how you actually live. So it's Maria Gation with Shine Interior Design, and she's also one of our organizers.
Thank you so much, Amy. Coffee sponsors, you get to talk about yourself 2 minutes every single meeting. If you're interested in being a coffee sponsor, let us know in chat. Our year is, I think, scheduled out through September, but as soon as we have an opening, we'd love to have you be a coffee sponsor. All right, how our meetings work. As you've heard, we do our kickoff. We're almost done with that. The next 10 minutes will be our presenter, Troy, giving us context about his business so that we can, at the end of 10 minutes, ask questions, make suggestions. Sometimes you may have clarifying questions you want to ask. Those are great to ask up front. If you have ideas, feedback, if you have connections you want to make, those are all great things to do as part of our Q&A session. You can also drop those notes in chat just to make sure we don't miss them. Troy, as you know, you've been here before. We do record this. You'll get access to all of the recording. You'll get access to all of the chat notes and all of that fun stuff. Feel free if you want to take notes, you can, but I'd recommend just being fully engaged. And as we have folks ask questions, just a reminder to Troy and our guests, be concise. Otherwise, John Foster will have to unmute and bring the hammer down, which John Foster won't be able to do. So I'll do that. I'll be the mean one because he's so nice. So I may need to ask you to just keep it concise, but that'll make sure we get through a lot of great ideas and questions. And then we'll move to wrap up around 9:52 or so. Again, welcome everybody. Great to see you. With that, I'm going to hand it over to Troy, and Troy, just wink or nod or say next slide when you need me to move forward.
All right, thank you. This morning, I'm presenting about a company I started, or an idea really I started a year ago. And it's called Mori AI Search, and it's a search plugin for websites. So it's not to help with search like SEO or Google search, or showing up in Google search. It's to find information on a website. Next slide. So I'm the founder of Red Clay Creative. That's my main day job, digital marketing agency, and we primarily work with mission-driven organizations. And a lot of these mission-driven organizations have really big websites with information about their board, how to get involved, blog posts, thought pieces, press releases, services, all these different aspects and all these different audiences coming to the site. And we noticed that website visitors were struggling to find the answers for what they were looking for with traditional site search. So we built this plugin, Mori AI Search, to let visitors ask questions naturally and get direct answers. And it's really built around search versus being a chat bot or something like that. It's not pretending to be human or anything like that. It's just trying to get you the answer that you're looking for. And so my challenge question today is, Mori AI Search helps visitors find answers, and it helps website owners understand what people are looking for. Which benefit is more compelling? So here's the problem, and this is one of our clients. This is the traditional search on a website. You click a search icon in the navigation, and in this case, this company does healthcare, so I searched dental services. And the first option's right, dental health. But then we get all these other things. Why does COVID-19 crisis have to do with dental services? What does an open house have to do? So you get all of these results that it might include the word dental or services. And the user doesn't really, they kind of get overwhelmed, or they're like, this is all useless. Maybe they click on the first link and they're like, that's right, but they're not really getting where they need to go properly. And so this is what Mori AI search looks for. Same search, dental services. And this client says Whitman Walker offers comprehensive dental services in Washington, D.C. It lists out the services that are included with dental services, the locations where you can get it, and how to schedule. And then it has helpful links at the bottom as well. And so this is a more robust answer, and you can ask a follow-up question as well. So like if you go to the next slide, I ask, can I get a root canal? And yes, so the dental health offers complex procedures, including crowns and root canals. You can learn more at their dental health page. You can schedule online, or you can contact them for additional information. And I quickly got the answer that I needed. I was able to ask a follow-up question, and now the user can go where they need to go. So finding answers faster is valuable for visitors, but the website owner can understand what visitors are looking for. So on the next slide, we go to the back end, and we built this analytics into it so that you can see the number of searches every day. You can see it over a 7-day, 30-day, 90-day period. You can change the dates if you want to go further back. And then you can see the actual searches that people are doing, and it logs it as a session. So you can see the one that I did up there at the top, dental services. If you click view session, it shows the question and the answer that was given. And there's twofold aspect to this. You can look at that information and see, oh, that was the right answer or that was the wrong answer, and you can correct the system or guide it. Um, and then the other thing is you can just see what people are looking for. I mean, this is super valuable. This is the most recent searches. This is all over that same day, June 22nd. Dental services, insurance, internship, annual report, medical records. And I'm getting all this information about what people are looking for on the site and if they're finding what they're looking for. Next slide. And this is showing the top queries over the last 30 days. Who is the CEO? 15 queries about that. Insurance, 7. So a lot of people are trying to figure out, can I even get the care that I need? And so now I can adapt the navigation on my site to make sure that insurance is quickly visible. Internship, maybe they don't want to highlight that as much, but they can see that people are actively looking for internships. Do we have internships? Do we have a way to guide people down that process? So this is all the analytics that you get on the back end. So as I said, I started a year ago. That was just the idea. I officially launched the free version. There's 2 versions, a free and paid version. The free version in August of last year. So we're open today, and so far we have 30 installs. So 30 different companies have this installed, and then 1 paying subscriber. And I don't know who that paying subscriber is. Never met them. They found it, which is really exciting. And we aren't doing any marketing right now. So any paid marketing. We have a website, and I'm responding to questions on forums and things like that. But no paid advertising. So, what problem does your business solve? A visitor can find the information they need, even when the answer already exists, or visitors can't find, even when. So it's like, a website with 100 pages. Is the navigation set up correctly? Is the search responding correctly? All those things. And this is how we generate revenue. We have, like I said, a free version. And the difference between the free and paid version is basically that the free version has the main plugin, the search capabilities and everything. The paid version has the analytics. And you can sign up monthly or annually for that. You can also, there's some styling and things that you can do on top in the paid version, but those are the main distinctions between the two. What do you offer? AI-powered website search. And who's your ideal client? organizations that rely on their websites to educate, inform, or serve customers. These are usually bigger sites. It is a cool feature on smaller sites, but it isn't really as necessary. If it's a 5-page website, people probably aren't struggling that much to find what they need. What unique value do you provide? Help visitors find answers and help website owners understand what people are searching for. And then traditional search matches keywords, like we saw earlier, dental services, and Mori understands the intent and delivers answers. So we're looking for website owners who rely on their websites to educate and inform and serve customers. Um, Other companies or organizations could benefit from partnering with us, like web agencies, marketing firms, hosting providers, website consultants. And currently, we're listed on a directory with WordPress, and I'm responding to like support questions as they come in. And that's really our only current marketing. I plan on doing agency partnerships and Google Ads and Reddit ads. Just was making sure that the site is or the software is working the way that we want before we start putting the accelerant on it. And competitors. There's all kinds of different competitors. I selected two main ones. One is this company called Algolia.com. They're a suite of AI tools focused on e-commerce websites. And we are focused on website search for informational websites. So e-commerce is a really amazing opportunity with something like this. We could expand into that in the future, but e-commerce is pretty complex and it's pretty crowded. And so we wanted to focus on solving the informational sites first. There's another one called AI Engine. It's a WordPress plugin. And similarly, it has a search component, but it's trying to be this AI layer on top of your website, helping with chatbots, create forms, content creation, connecting outside AI tools. We're just focused on search and getting people what they need. And then there's lots of ideas related to this, all just like doing slight variations on this. Most of the competitors I see are trying to do multiple things. Um, and so we're really just trying to solve that search problem. So larger platforms are educating the market about AI powered website experiences. So that's an interesting aspect is like people are going to become more comfortable or really this is going to become a necessary part of websites, I think, in the future. Just because people are going to be so used to talking with ChatGPT and Claude and all these different AI tools that if you don't have a solution like this on your site, users are going to get frustrated. And yeah, so what is more beneficial or what is more compelling? Helping visitors find answers or helping website owners understand what people are looking for?
So awesome job, Troy. Thank you. It's always good to see screenshots of something in use, so appreciate that. With that, I'm going to hand it over to Melinda to lead us through Q&A, and we will keep an eye on chat and put notes there. So thanks. Great job.
Outstanding job, Troy. Enjoyed working with you again on this
Mhm.
exciting opportunity for you. Quick rules, which you guys all know. Ask your only one question at a time or one comment at a time. Make room for somebody else. Get back in the queue if you've got a bunch of stuff. As soon as you're done, just click raising your hand again. And this way, Troy gets lots of input, both on more details that you need to know about his AI search engine and or with ideas. And I see the first hand up is Jen, so I'm going to call on Jen.
Just a clarifying question. For companies who, like, for example, Northern Virginia Community Foundation, they have hundreds of pages. They are looking at redoing their website. Would implementing this now, and let's say, I don't know what time frame, so I'd love your thoughts on that, 30 days, 60 days, help them do a better job of understanding here's how we want to redesign our website moving forward based on the questions people are asking, not just those pages they're visiting. So just wanted to get a clarifying question on a use case.
Yeah. So the setup process for this is pretty plug and play. It, I would say for the bigger sites, it takes no more than 2 hours to set up. It basically looks through all the content on your website and then you decide what you want to include or exclude. And if there's any missing information, like maybe you don't have pricing information on your website or something like that, then you can add documents or PDFs to the answer engine.
Next, I have Amy Hughes and then John Norse. And
Well,
then
this
John
is
Foster.
fantastic. And I'm not a technology person, but I'm consulting with a condo association on a redesign of a website from 1999.
Wow.
And would love to talk to you more offline about this. Question I have, you mentioned e-commerce, and I think my brain shut off in the middle of this statement. WordPress is the primary tool
Mm-hmm.
that this is working with. Did you say you are looking at a Shopify or another e-commerce platform to use it with, or did I understand that incorrectly?
Thinking about it, yeah, the e-commerce is such a tough one. We have a client that really wants us to do this for their e-commerce site, and but it's complex because it's like e-commerce. You have all these attributes, colors. Like let's say they're a retail store, so you got colors,
Flavors.
sizes, flavors, marshmallow, whatever it is. Um, and so yeah, and you want to make sure you get the most accurate answer. So, not yet, but thinking about it.
Got it. Thank you.
Next, we have John Norse, John Foster, and Nicole Maxwell.
Hey, Troy. Good presentation. Appreciate learning always about AI since I still know nothing. But my question is, does your application, does it sit like my site has a chat where someone
Mhm.
can come in and ask questions and a person reacts to those things. Is that how yours appears? I'm just curious how like every time someone goes to a new page, does it follow like how does it work like executionally?
Yeah, so you would add it as a search icon or phrase in the or button in the top corner of your website or really anywhere you want. You can place it wherever, but usually
Gotcha.
people put it in the navigation.
Sure. Okay. That's all. Thank you. I just was clarifying.
Yeah.
John Foster, Nicole.
Great. Thanks, Melinda. Troy, I love the presentation, and it's John Norris. Always love to hear, how AI is being used. I have to go back to LinkedIn, of course. When I typed in Mori AI, there's another company or product out there called Mori AI,
Hmm.
having to do with chatbots and the automobile industry. So just from a confusion standpoint, I don't know if there's anything you can do about it, but I just want you to be aware of it.
Okay. Yeah, good to know. Thanks.
So
Nicole, then Reggie, then Sam. Nicole, you're on mute.
I was looking for my window. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you. Great presentation. Congratulations on your build. I am in digital transformation and technical convergence. So my comment to you would be two things. So number one, your competition. I feel like you have greater competition than you think, or an opportunity to add some layers in there. So number
Mhm.
one, it would be Google Trends, because you're focusing on the website, but Google Trends does this on a greater scale.
Mhm.
And so that's definitely competition for this from the business owner's perspective. And then
Yeah.
also other chatbots that actually do this too. So I know, the idea of a chatbot has absolutely transitioned, but now you have chatbots that do this also, by incorporating knowledge bases. So they have the entire, let's call it a repo of your data for
Mhm.
this website. They have all 100 pages. So plus they have the understanding of what the owner actually wants to put out there. So that's your true competition, in my opinion.
Mm.
And that's what you're going to have to compete with when you're offering a tool that does this in this way.
Thanks. Yeah, the chatbot, I find we want to differentiate ourselves from that in the sense of like it's not pretending to be a person behind the scenes or have a conversation. It's very much get you to the place that you're going. And there may be benefits or not to that, but thanks.
Yeah, for sure. And when you put it like that, then it's just generic search, right? So on your website, the reason they can't find it is because you don't have it cataloged correctly, right? So if
Yeah.
you can incorporate embeddings now from AI, and that's not even necessarily having to be a chatbot, that's understanding user intention. So
Yep.
that's then your competition too. So just keep your mind open to
Of
other
course.
stuff
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
out there and how you can add some different features and enhancements that might make it a little bit more viable.
Thanks.
Reggie, then Sam, then John Rutenberg, and then I've got a creative idea.
Yeah, hey Troy, great job. I think that to answer your challenge question, um, it's more. I think it's the benefit is as a website owner. I think it's more compelling that I can understand what people are looking for. Like I could always look at analytics and tell like what pages are most popular, but being able to look at the specific searches is like one step beyond that. And so I think like someone else mentioned, there's lots of search tools. Like I feel like that is a pretty big ocean to swim in,
Yeah.
but I think you'd probably get more traction, with website owners, with agency owners, with this tool that allows more insight into what people are actually searching for. And I was just gonna say, like, to me, it's a step beyond search, and it's actually research. And so, I'm thinking about websites that are like libraries or archives of information. So not just a large website, but like websites that people use for research. Like this is a way to sort of do research better. That is not a heavy tool that is there's a large, barrier for entry. It's something easy and simple that people can use to do research. And I think the ability to save the searches is valuable. So I don't know if that tool or that functionality is built into it, but if I can save my search and like build onto my search, like
Mm,
I could use in a typical AI tool, I think that's really valuable. So
that's a cool idea. Thanks.
yeah. hmm
Next, we have Sam, we have John, we have Rose. I'm going to jump in, and we have Jen.
Thank you, Troy. Great job. I'm also a technologist, so I'm probably going to focus on technology part of it. First of all, we all in this AI revolution and a lot of AI focus. But I think to me, there's a new concept called a result as a service. When we look at it, what is the user really looking for? Just to answer your question, I think my answer is benefit of helping user to get the information. So what are the user looking for? For instance, going to the website, do you want to ask a question? Does the company take a Blue Cross Blue Shield, Anthem insurance?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you take new customers? Or do you open on Saturdays? All those are questions we want to get answers. The user come to the website, look at the website content, chat to AI chat, look at the AI tools you have. But if they don't get the results, it's still not helpful. So I think at the end of the day, if you measure the key performance indicators and all that, I would say focus on what the result you are getting for the customer. And we all have experience. Go to a website, you look at it everywhere, you still don't get the information. Do you open on Saturdays, or do you take new customers, or do you take anything insurance?
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a saying that every business will be a agentic business very, very soon, and then that is talking about the results. Thank you.
Great. Next, we have John Rutenberg.
Hey, thank you, Melinda. Thank you, Troy. Appreciate you being here today. First, I love Reggie Holmes because he said what I wanted to say in answer to your challenge question. I think the action is on the business owner side of understanding what's going on the business's website. And I think that's a pain point that I've heard expressed. And I guess my question would be, can you describe your ideal customer in terms of size? You used the term informational, and then Reg, of course, spoke to libraries, which are a bevy. So, what is your ideal customer, if you could flesh that out a bit?
Yeah, like with the size of website or the person.
Well, the you tell me the ideal customer, however you want to paint it. It's
Yeah,
really
it's
important.
when I initially was crafting this presentation, that was part of my challenge question.
Mhm.
Um, but because it can be multiple, in some ways you just have to pick a direction.
Oh yeah.
Um, but I would say, um, if I had to pick one, mission-driven organizations that have a lot of information on their websites.
Oh,
I think I could also, a secondary could be agencies who are working with, like marketing agencies who are working with lots of different customers and who want to share these insights with it. Like it could be pretty powerful for an agency to say every month, hey, here's what people were searching for on your website, and here's what we did to make your website better. So I think there's two kind of big markets there.
okay. The first one is very, very broad, and I would suggest narrowing it. And
Yeah.
now I'll stop.
Okay. Thank you.
You bet. And congratulations.
Thanks.
Next, we've got Rose. I'm going to jump in, Steve, and then Jen. Oh, and Maximum. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Troy. This was great. So going back to your challenge question of which is the more compelling benefit, helping visitors find answers or help website owners understand what people are looking for. Since you have this freemium group, have you tried to target and get them to commit? And maybe you can't, I don't know if like people sign up for something free, they want it truly free. Can you get one-on-one interviews with them to get a lot of deep feedback?
I
Because
would, yeah, I would love to.
okay.
On our website, one of the second option is a feedback form, like in the navigation. There's also a forum, like on the plugin page, where people can leave feedback, and that's where I've actually been able to interact with people. I can't see all of the people, like, it doesn't tell me who installed it. If someone buys it, I can see who bought it. But if it's free, I can't see who they are unless they reach out and have a problem or something like that. So
Oh.
someone free who used it, which is interesting, they use it for an internal company tool where they put all the PDFs inside their company on there, and you can just query it that way, kind of like a library resource that Reggie was talking about.
Oh,
So it's cool to see how different people were using
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that there was that barrier to see who the free
Yeah.
users are. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm not a
Yeah, I wish
technologist.
I could. Yeah, that's like that'd be awesome.
Okay. Thank you.
So I'm going to jump in real quickly. I'm going to answer your challenge question, and I'm going to answer it kind of like a CPG person, consumer products industry, which I come out of. You need both. You need the user and you need whoever has set up the website. You've got to start with getting that person or company that has set up the website, and you've got to focus on them, but you've got to pull it through so it has positive usage. So I'm going to tell you both. And that said, going back to your feedback form, which I just want to interject, we talked about when we were talking that if you have levels of rewards for people that respond to feedback and you put that on your site for them, maybe that's a way that you can get more feedback. Now, my big idea, which I really, really like, is, and I'm thinking about it because you're not an actual AI, but I'm thinking you need to create a Mori character that you have for the search that becomes the search button.
Mm.
And I'm just thinking out of the box, and maybe it's different ones for different types of websites, or you work with the company and they create their own so that they can have their own little character if they've got a Mr. Magoo or whatever it might be. But something that's eye-catching rather than just a button, and a little bit of the branding, because the other thing that you and I talked about is how you came up with the name Mori AI, and you may want to share that.
Mm. Yeah, kind of like Ask Jeeves.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mori is in Japanese, it means forest. And so just the idea of trying to find what you're looking for in a forest of information.
So it's a tree or a
Yeah.
lot of trees.
Yeah.
Okay, so next we've got I'm gonna do Steve, I'm gonna do Max, and then I'm gonna do Jen because I'm trying to get everybody that hasn't spoken yet.
I got several observations. I think you said one of your markets is it mission-driven organizations and nonprofits. I think you have to have an offline one-to-one with Michael Butera, who's on this, because
Yeah.
that is in his wheelhouse, and he can probably introduce you to a lot of people / help you make some refinements to help you penetrate that market. I can introduce you to a gentleman who's not just a website developer, pretty much runs an integrated marketing agency.
Mm.
And he's been doing web development since the 90s. His name is Sean Auksher of Blitz Marketing. He's very, very good. I can introduce you to Sean, and so you can see if he's interested in using it at all. The third observation is there may be some serious trademark issues here.
Hmm.
You've got to figure out who came first, you or this other Mori AI that someone mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
If you came first, get your trademark registered. And the US is not that expensive, but I think given the scope of the internet, I think you're going to want to do what's called a Madrid registration, meaning simultaneous in the EU, UK, Japan, etc.
Okay.
And that's going to run you a lot in filing fees. But I don't think you got any choice. You got to figure out who came first, and if you did, push full speed ahead with the trademark registrations. And for what kind of money are you going to need to grow this thing out?
That's a good question. I think it depends on the marketing return. We haven't tested marketing, but we were looking at, somewhere between like around $2,000 a month in advertising spend to start. And our goal is to get to 100 paying users and to see if it's worth investing past that.
All right. Because when you get to that point, you're talking maybe hiring staff, HR people, finance, et cetera, et cetera.
And it's just a proof of concept at that point of like,
All
hey,
right.
this is something worth investing time and money into deeper.
Okay.
Next we've got Jen and then Reggie.
Thanks, Linda. Troy, a couple of thoughts, or maybe just one cohesive thought. We'll see how I can make it work. Lots of web traffic is down because of AI. And so I would really think about what are the websites that people always have to go to, whether it's healthcare, whether it's educational institutions, and also organizations who have big email lists. So when they do email their audience, they're going to the website. So to your point, and the one that keeps coming back to me, like community foundations, people go to those websites. They want to learn about the grants. They go to look for grants. They want to learn about impact. So I think focusing on higher ed, which is obviously mission driven, but a very specific segment, like John Reimer was talking about, healthcare, government portals. I also wanted to recommend, because you're a JMU grad, maybe reach out to JMU and see if they would allow you to pilot it. Because I think people still always go to university websites too. They might start with AI, but they end up going to the website. And
Mm-hmm.
so that could be a fun pilot program. Jamie is very supportive of entrepreneurs, and
Yeah.
so might be something to think about.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Reggie.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think one idea to consider also is the idea of like related search. If you go look up a video, we've all experienced that you get recommended these other videos that are similar,
Mhm.
and you end up watching a whole bunch of videos. So as a website owner, agency owner, I'm interested in what will keep people on my website. And so, yes, I want them to get the answer to their question. But if the AI can also offer other answers or related answers, that is going to keep them on my website longer, which is better for me. So that's just something to think about as well. A way to, in an unintrusive way, to offer additional responses that are related to that search query, which might keep people on the site longer and provide more context for the original thing that they searched for. So if the tool can do that, then it becomes even more valuable because yes, people come to my site and get the answer, but I'm also giving them other information that they may not have even thought of, but they actually are looking for as well. And it'll keep them on my site longer. So just another feature that might be added in later.
So, like, could this be something like, let's say the user has the screen open for, 5 seconds or something and hasn't done anything, and the system could say, "Is there anything else that I could help you with?" and maybe have some options to prompt
Yeah,
the
and
user
and
further.
because all the data is tracked, it could say, a common question like the question you asked is
Mm,
this. Like if I'm asking about insurance,
here's what other people,
yeah, here's what other
or
people have
yeah.
asked. Here's common questions that, common follow-ups. Like it should anticipate a little bit. So it feels a bit like a conversation, even though you're not positioning it as like this chat thing. I always appreciate when it's trying to help me out, right? It's not just there on the site, but it's like, all right, this tool is not trying to feed me the answer, but also, just giving me more additional context and making that search experience more rich. So
Yeah, I hadn't thought about using, because we have a log obviously in the analytics of this information, and using that to be more helpful. That's cool. Thank you.
Reggie, that's why we pay you the big bucks. You need to come more often. Max, you had a question earlier and I lost your hand. Do you still have your question?
No, thank you. It was kind of addressed by various people in my comments, so I don't want to be repetitive. Thank you.
And there was somebody else that put their hand down. I don't remember who it was, but I know there was another person. Anyway, Jen, you're next.
Could your search tool, based on how many people query, or let's say as a business owner or agency, if I go in, can it create content from the queries or informed by the queries? Like if somebody's asking questions, it's a bit of the opposite of what Reggie brought up. Like, how do you take what people are searching and make it
Mm,
easy to drive either, hey, here's a social media post you should do, or here's a new blog. So could you train your search tool to also produce content for the website?
yeah,
Maybe present it in a different way or something like that. But that might be an interesting sort of add-on, is to
yeah,
be able to connect that back to creating content, because that would be another piece of value.
yeah. Kind of like, the example that we had, a lot of people were looking for insurance. And so maybe we could say, like, here's all the pages that mention insurance on your website. Did you think about maybe adding something about this or something?
Or even writing it for you, but something, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Because I know people are always looking for content.
Thank you.
More reasons to make Mori come alive as a character. Anybody else with anything else to add or
John
ask?
Norris has some
John.
queries.
Yep. Go
Hey,
ahead.
Troy, just as a follow-up on Jen's comment, that would allow, at least I believe, that would allow you to expand your fees.
Mm,
Obviously, if you go from just an executional service to now you're providing data and solutions. I mean, to me, you would charge more, clearly. I mean, if
Yeah.
you're helping me optimize whatever the word is, my website, my user experience, I think that there's a fee that should be charged for that, in my opinion. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
a
like a
small
paid.
business owner. I run a website. I mean, I would pay for someone saying, "Oh, we have a more efficient way to get your data to your visitors, and we increase our conversions." Clearly, that's a value that's related to what you're doing.
Yeah, it's kind of like tier one, here's the analytics, do with it what you want. Tier
Right.
two, I can help you act on that.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Okay.
Anyone else? Yes, Amy. I'm sorry.
My hand isn't working on the screen. Going back to your challenge question, and how it's more compelling. I think through this whole conversation, we've pulled a thread that it's compelling on both sides. We're focused on it as business owners. Where you are talking about your freemium model, is it possible, or is it a thought perhaps for general users using the tool in a free version with the websites themselves paying for it, or the website owners paying for it as a chat?
Um, could you repeat that? Sorry.
I may have completely misconstrued your freemium model. Can you unwrap that for me?
Yeah, so the free version is it provides the search tool itself. So it indexes all of the information on your site, allows you to include, exclude, add information, direct the AI, like with the custom prompt, all of those things. It just doesn't give you the analytics, and it doesn't give you the ability to customize the style of it, unless you're a developer or something who knows how to custom code, and you could bypass that. But um, the paid version is basically analytics plus customizing the colors, the background, the fonts, all of those kinds of things.
And you said you're able to track on you personally, the business is able to track the paid but not the free users.
Yeah, because with that, someone will, um, you know, enter their billing address, their information, and then with the license, it also tells me what website it's installed on, because it has to verify that connection in order to work.
Got it. Thank you.
I've got John Norse again.
Hey, Troy, based on that comment, and again, I know nothing about AI, is a free version even worth it? Is that
Yeah.
even enough of a value proposition to me as a consumer that I would put it on my website? Or I get what you're like, I might get frustrated and want to upgrade, and I get that, like, oh yeah, I just pay a little more, I'll get what I need or something. I get that. But is there enough substance in the free one that I would actually use it? That's my question.
Yeah. I think so. I think the free version solves that first problem of, getting users the answers that they want faster and better, hopefully. Um, it just doesn't solve the business owner side of it.
And that the point is, I'm the business owner writing the check or potentially writing the check. I respect your opinion. One of the best things to do is go find 10 business owners and ask them, would you pay for this, or would this make a difference to you if I gave it to you for free? It's mirror marketing, I was taught. I look in the mirror, I agree with everything I say because I'm looking at myself. I need a different person to ask, is this a value proposition that would you take advantage of it if free, or would you pay $10 a month for more? Like, you should go out and survey some business owners or put something on LinkedIn or something that would get some conversations going, because
Okay.
I think the mistake you make is what you assume to be true in the market may not be the market. It's a big, like Steve said, there's domestic and then there's international. You may find completely different adoption of your ideas and the vision and view of it. But I would spend some time figuring out, because if the free version is going to get people in to convert to pay, then that's worth it. But if free is too much and then I don't need pay, or if free's not enough to even entice me, it's a something to really, because that you're looking at the free version, it can get conversions. So it's a business revenue line that you want to pay attention to.
Do you think I don't know if I'm able to do this because there's stipulations in the directory that I'm on, because the free version has to be good enough to stand alone as its own product. But would it be helpful for the free version if it showed the last query or something, just as a hint of like what the analytics could be?
I mean, sometimes when I use AI, it'll say like, "Do you want more information on this topic, or would you want whatever?" Something like it suggests like 2 or 3 questions sometimes about the topic that may be related. You know what I mean? Like it just kind of forcing me to interact, like Steve was saying, and then or someone was saying, and then to get more conversational. I think Nicole might have said there. So anyway,
Yeah, I think Reggie.
I see there's other hands up. I'll
Yeah. I was going to inject that. You said the free version gives you a list of all of your PDFs and sorting it. That might be a new product. That might be a consumer product that you may be able to charge for. Next, we do have Tiffany asking a first question, and then Jen. And Jen, when you're done with your question, if you want to ask the last question of the day, that's perfect.
Hi, Troy. I think you have a great business idea here, and business overall. I do agree with Melinda. I think it would be cool to kind of see the personality behind Mori as a whole. And I think that can kind of create some human kind of connection. Because, I mean, when you think of Siri, even people were excited when Siri had an English accent, and
Yeah.
they were able to compile off of that. But with the type of subscription, so I know you said you have a free version and a premium version. Does either include like an extension, like through the Chrome Web Store or anything of those sorts?
No. Yeah, the extensions, I've toyed with like extensions in the past, like in the like in Chrome or browsers, but it's really just isolated to the website. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, because right now, all of the AI tools that I use, I have them as extensions because it's just too much to have the page open separately. And I think it could really add to kind of that fast results type of play you're going for, with people just being able to access it pretty quickly through an extension. And it can open a world for, people to I kind of find your product faster as well. So
Okay. Thanks.
Jen.
Couple of thoughts for the free folks who are free right now, the 30, it'd be really great to get their info. So even for future people who use free version, it'd be nice to figure out how to do that. So you can get that feedback, but also just so you know who's interested. I think marketing agencies are a really good target audience. I have a couple in mind I'm happy to connect you with. But marketing agencies who specialize in either education, website build, government, like healthcare. So very, very specific marketing agencies. Two last questions. One is how protected is your tool from other people easily recreating it? And sort of tied into that, does your tool, is it a closed, I'm not going to say this right, maybe I will, I don't know, like a closed loop search? So for example, if someone did upload PDFs or upload content that only your search tool can access, but AI in general can't, it might give a website owner or a business owner a bit of protection on what's available for public search versus come to my website to unlock things that, AI won't be able to steal content, I guess is my point. So is that also built in, or is that a potential value?
Yeah. So I guess I'll answer that and then I'll ask what the first question was again. But for that one, there's a backup function where if it can't find anything on the site, it can search the broader internet and give suggestions there. But I don't know, maybe that's something that should be able to be turned on or off if someone doesn't want to, direct people possibly away from the site. And what
Yeah, I
was
mean,
the other? Oh,
as
go
a
ahead.
business owner, I would want to know, is your tool going out to AI, getting stuff, does your tool make stuff on my website available to AI, which I wouldn't want? Like, I
Mm-hmm.
actually think a unique search tool on a website, if you're producing a lot of content and you want to protect it and you don't want AI to be able to access it, is your tool closed, right? Or are you checking
Yeah.
with Claude or ChatGPT, or do you have something hard coded within your tool?
So this one, it does connect to outside AI. It would be really cool, and it's possible now, to do it with like a closed loop. One of the reasons why I didn't do that at first was because those models weren't as good, and now those models are the open source models are starting to catch up. So I think it's definitely possible to do that now.
I think that could be a big differentiator.
Yeah.
So with that, fantastic job leading Q&A. Troy, great job. Thank you everybody for engaging
Thank you. Yeah.
and asking great questions, sharing great ideas. If you have not had a chance to put your information in chat, or if you're worried your idea didn't get captured in chat, please just jot it down quickly. Troy, what else can our 1 Million Cups community help you with today?
I think this is a lot. I think I could go into a cave for a month and work on this and come back. So
Hibernation
thank
can
you.
be a good strategy. Okay,
Yeah.
well, good. We're super glad it was helpful. Thank you. We look forward to having you come back and give us an update,
Yeah.
6 to 8 weeks or so. Um, we do have a presenter next week. Andrew Kolsky will be presenting. So thrilled to have him back. If you are interested in presenting, you can scan that orange QR code. This is super low stress. It's all about just helping entrepreneurs grow their business and do it in a way that's faster and thoughtfully done. There are lots of upcoming events you're free to check out. If another organizer could drop them in chat, that would be fantastic. And again, you can also visit the Central Fairfax Chamber website. They do a great job of pulling in events from all over Northern Virginia, but also the DMV area. We have presenters booked through the end of July. July 8th, we're waiting on final confirmation, but if you do apply, you're really looking at August and even September. And actually, some of August is filling out already. So if you are interested, please let us know. Drop your name in chat, or again, scan that orange QR code. If you scan the orange QR code, it's got a lot of stuff in there. You can apply. You can join Zoom from there. You can follow us on social. So there's lots of information, not to be overwhelming, but we do try to keep all of our stuff in one place. Thank you again, everybody, for being here today. If you did not get a chance to check in at the very beginning, you can scan the black and white QR code at the bottom of the screen, and make sure you come next week for swag. We will be in person July 1st. There is no holiday for us entrepreneurs. I'm sure we'll hopefully celebrate July 4th, but July 1st we'll be there in person and virtual, so it'll be hybrid. Please make sure you join us. Troy, again, thank you so much. You did a fantastic job. We loved having you here today.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.